Hi everybody, welcome to another video. As you can probably tell from the opening shot there, I'm right in the middle of nowhere and it was throwing it down. But that's great, that's exactly what I wanted, that's why I'm here. I'm at a little place just to the south of Loch Chon, which is known as Loch Chon, or to give it its old name, Loch Chon, which means the Loch Chon is dog loch. Loch Chon is loch of the dog.
And I'm here to take some photographs for an ongoing project that I've been working on that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you all. At the moment what I need is some moody photographs.
And well, nothing looks more moodier than the rain, right? Or perhaps a little bit of mist, and we've got the rain and I'm hoping that the rain will go off soon and we'll get a little bit of mist. So I'm here to get some really moody shots, some quite dark, and if you've ever been to the loch you'll know it's actually got quite a weird feel about it anyway, because it's pretty remote. But when the weather's bad it looks all the more dramatic. So yeah, wish me luck as we go see if we can get some images that I can use for this project. I quite like these these boulders, and I'm thinking that might actually make quite a good foreground for the kind of image I'm looking for. So I might just, let's see if we can get a bit further back. Yeah, I might just set up the camera just now, especially with the misty hill behind it there. That looks great. Yeah, I think there's a shot coming up here. Okay, so what I've done here is, let's see if I can get this. I've got a composition set up where I've got these stones here in the foreground, just down in the corner here, and then I've got the misty hill in the background, and then a little bit of the loch. It's not a particularly dramatic image, but I think it might serve the purpose of what I'm looking for here, which is you know, look at the swirling mist over here, this is amazing. Wow. Stunning. Might actually set up and take a wee time-lapse video here as well while I'm here. Okay, I've moved slightly to the side. I've still got these boulders here and the that. I've still got these boulders here, but I've kind of moved this slightly to the side, and obviously I'm focusing mainly on the kind of misty hills in the background there, but including a little bit of the loch as well. The rain's not going off, if anything it's got heavier, but I'm kind of enjoying this. It's not every Sunday morning just after sunrise you end up soaked to the skin. I'll show you this is the image I've got set up here. As you can see, I've excluded the larger of the two boulders, but I've still got this little kind of offshoot here. Bit of the loch with the heavy rain. There's some ducks in the background, you probably can't see them. And then we've got the hill with the mist coming and going. Yeah, like that. There's a little kind of out shot over here with a little hill behind it as well. I'll probably move once I'm doing a time lapse shot here as well. So once that's finished, I'll probably move slightly and try and get these like kind of partially submerged trees and the misty hill in the background. Aye, rain's getting heavier. I'm kind of glad that for the first time in a long while I've actually brought with me a packed lunch, including some very hot, nice tea, sweet tea. So that's going to be very welcome when I get back to the car. Okay, I've taken that shot. I'd kind of hoped that the mist would part a wee bit, but it's not. So I took it anyway because it looks like we've got the rain on for the day. But yeah, it's looking good. Right, I've came a wee bit further along the loch, but as you can possibly hear, the rain's actually got worse. I pulled into a little lay-by, which is not a passing place, don't park in them. And I'm going to take a little walk. I've just noticed there's a little path goes down through some really old looking woods. So since it was kind of woodland photography I was after, I'm going to take a wander down there and see if I can get a couple of images. We're quite high just now. The road kind of lifts up from the Lochside for a little bit and then it drops back down again. So I'm in that bit where we're quite high, so we're in the mist as well, which might limit the views of the loch itself, but the mist is kind of adding to the woodland area, so I'm going to have a quick cup of tea, do a wee, I don't know, whatever the reverse of a rain dance is, to see if I can at least calm this thing down a wee bit, and then we'll go grab some more images. I've turned the camera on again because there's something running around up there and I can't quite make out what it is. It's small, it's black, so I don't think it's a squirrel, but it's kind of that size. It's not happening, is it? Right, this cup of tea. Yeah, the camera's not quite picking it up. It's quite far away, but I can see it. I don't think it's a ferret. I mean, it's certainly not a squirrel, but from the colouring, it actually looks like a pine marten. But I don't know if pine martens come this far south. I need to double check that. If you can get pine martens in the Trossachs or the Queen Elizabeth Forest Park in general, then I'm looking at a pine marten right now. Absolutely stunning. Amazing. I've only ever seen one before in the wild, and that was up in Ardnamurchan quite a few years ago now. But yeah, I just did a better look at it and it looks like the pine marten that I saw before, so I think that's what it is. But well, didn't realise you could get them this far south. Oh, it's getting closer. Let's see if I can turn this around. It's just to the left of this first tree, just in about that area just now. It's kind of hidden by the long grass, and I don't think the ground's particularly even because it keeps kind of coming and going, but oh. Right, the rain's not gone off, and it's feels as if it's getting heavier if anything. So I'm just going to brave it, get wet again, and head down into these trees. I'm starting to make out the loch, so well, quite a lot of them might get something that includes the loch as well. But the trees are lovely. They're really old, kind of looks like a natural forest rather than anything that's been planted. So yeah, gonna head out. Right, I've kind of come down through the woods a little bit, and I found this little what do you call that? A meander in the burn. I almost said a turn in the burn, but I know that's going to sound funny in my accent. So what I've done is I've set up a composition where I've got the wide angle lens on. Excuse the water droplets, it is absolutely throwing it down now. And I've kind of got the arc of the meander there, and I've got these misty trees in the background as well. So I'm kind of hoping this looks like it might be the shot of the day. To be honest, I really like the look of this on the back of the camera. So I might try and get a little bit higher because the curve continues just round there, and I think if I move slightly to the side, I might be able to include some of that part of the curve as well. But yeah, these little falls, this kind of wee bit of rapids here, along with the curve, is looking great in the camera. I'll just take another exposure or two. Let me just check. These are 2 and 3 second long exposures, so I'm just checking that. Yeah, that looks good. There's tiny little bit of clipping at the top there up at the sky, so I might take another shorter exposure, but I like that. I like that a lot. That's a really nice shot. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll drop the exposure slightly so that we don't burn out the highlights. Yeah, that's better. And then I'll take an equivalent exposure, which I'll blend the two later. To be honest, I found the last few that I've been doing where I keep saying, oh, I'm going to take a couple of exposures and blend, I found that I'm not actually needing to blend them. The dynamic range, I'm using the old Canon 5D Mark III, but the dynamic range on the sensor is perfectly good enough. So where I keep saying I'm going to blend images, I end up not blending them. I usually end up just doing some adjustments in RAW to even out the exposure. Right, I've kind of moved to the side a little bit here. I'm not sure if this works, but I'm here, right? Might as well try it. So just see what we've got. Yeah, it is possible. Excuse me. It's possible to include. I think I might need to get a little bit further back. Yeah, so it is, as you can see here, it is possible to include this part of the burn and over there, but it's not an ideal composition. I'll grab it anyway just as a reference shot, and then I might try moving out to this little outcrop and see if that's a better shot. I'll grab these just now anyway though. I'm hoping this is dispelling any rumours that I'm a fair weather photographer. It's chucking it down. What I'm going to do here, I'll show you this. I've set up a wee composition. Let me just turn this one. Kind of the last bit of colour left in the woods here, and I kind of like this little gentle slope. And that tree in the background there, I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of 3, maybe even 4 branches, kind of pretty much split at the ground level. I like that. I've taken a couple of shots of that already from a different angle, but I kind of like it with this little dash of colour in here as well, because the rest of it is obviously very, very grey now. So yeah, I'm going to go a little bit closer to the leaves here, try and bring them out a wee bit more, emphasise them a bit, but also include this strange looking tree in the background. It's almost like a fairy throne, isn't it? I'm soaked. That was fun though. Right. I think I'm going to leave Loch Chon now. The weather's not getting any better, and if anything, it's getting worse. So what I'm going to do is I'll drive further along. I'll maybe stop at Lochside, get a couple of photos there if it's misty or not. Well, if it's misty or not. If it's misty, I'll stop there. Otherwise, I need to get back and try and get dry. Yeah, that wee thing that I thought was maybe a pine marten or something like that, it's gone now. Presumably somewhere dry. It's got. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you had a wee laugh at me getting soaked to the skin. I'll see you soon. Bye. Right, this is becoming a bad habit, right? I keep saying that's me finished and then I see another shot, but I've just seen another two shots, I think. To my left there's what looks like a nice little waterfall coming down through the forest. So I'm going to grab that shot, and to my right there's a really old, I think that's a birchwood, really old forest though, and the trees are all it's just like a maze of trees, but with a little bit added mist that we have, it's makes it look quite dramatic. So I think we've got a car coming, but I think I'll let the car go by, and then I'm going to nick out and grab a shot or two. Okay. What a day. I've just come back to the little spot that I started at. Not because the weather's got any better, it's still pretty horrendous out there. But I decided to come back here because there was a good parking space here. Get changed back into my civvy clothes and have a quick bite to eat, finish off my tea, and then head back down the road. I'm not going to bother stopping at Lochside. I don't think there's much point. The weather's looking pretty horrendous. But yeah, I just want to thank you again for watching the video. Obviously it's not quite as long as usual, which is probably a blessing in disguise for some of you. But yeah, no, I'd just like to thank you for watching the video and for supporting the channel and all the nice messages I've had. And anytime anybody comments on a video, obviously I do read it, and I appreciate the effort. I read every comment. Yeah, from a rainy Loch Chon. See you again next time. Bye. you.